this 4.2.1, we are looking at lots of angles now. So we can see we are given here, we've got this exterior angle here. So that's 50 plus x, that's the exterior angle. And we're given these two interior angles. So x minus 30 there and x there. So there are, as always with these things, there's always a few ways that you can solve these. The most obvious one that I'm seeing with this one is there is a rule, and that's going to be your reason for this one. There is a rule that says the exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the opposite interior angles. Okay, which sounds confusing, but essentially what it's saying is this angle here, this 50 plus x, is equal to b plus a. Okay, so we can say then that 50 plus x is equal to that x minus 30 angle, add the x. And then actually this becomes very much an algebra problem. We've just got to solve for x. So as always, we want to try to get all our x's on one side and all our numbers on the other side. That is what we're aiming for. Let's take this x across. So I was adding that x. I'm going to take it across and subtract it. So I'm going to have x plus x minus x. And with the numbers, I'm going to take the minus 30 across. When it's minus 30, I take it across, it's positive 30 then. So it's going to be 50, add 30. If we then simplify a bit, we're going to have 50 add 30 is 80. And on this side, x plus x is 2x, minus x is just x. And so we get x is 80 degrees, which is what they wanted for this one. So let's just put it here. (4.2.2), we've got these parallel lines. We know they're parallel lines because they give us this little arrow. So that tells us these are parallel lines. I'm just going to label these because generally that helps you. So I'm going to say this is line AB, this is line CD, and they say solve for x. So a few things we can do here. What I'm going to do is use what's called co-interior angles. So that's that U shape. Okay, so that is going to be my reason. So I'm just going to say co-interior angles. Okay, so co-interior angles add up to 180 degrees. And you'll see now why I labeled those lines is you can only use this rule if you can say that the lines are parallel. So we have to say then AB is parallel to CD. And this was given because they did draw those arrows for it. So there's my reason. Now I can work it out. So I can say x plus 35 adds up to 180 degrees because of co-interior angles. I can take this 35 across. I was adding 35, then I'm going to subtract 35. So x is going to be 180 minus 35. So 180 minus 30 is 150. Take away another 5, we're going to be 145 degrees. So that is my final answer there. X is 145 degrees. Like I said, there's a few ways you could have done it. So if you did it in a different method, you had a different reason, that's no problem as long as you get the same answer for x. Okay, and then finally we are looking at question 4.3, which is matching these concepts with their definition. So this is all your theory that you've studied coming to play. Let's see what we can do. So I'm going to go for the easiest ones first. So generally an isosceles triangle is a pretty easy definition. So let's look for a definition that suits that. So an isosceles triangle is a triangle with two pairs of adjacent sides. that are, a triangle with two sides equal in length. So that is isosceles triangle is going to be this one, F. So isosceles triangle is going to be definition F. A right angle triangle, so let's look for the only other triangle definition is this one. So a right angle triangle is a triangle with one right angle. So that is going to be C. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get rid of these so I'm not looking at them now when I'm looking for the other definitions. Okay, a square, let's do a square, that's quite an easy one. A square is a quadrilateral with one pair, no, a quadrilateral with two pairs of adjacent sides that are equal. A special rectangle with four equal sides and four right angles. Quadrilateral with opposite sides equal and parallel. Okay, so actually this one, quadrilateral with opposite sides equal and parallel, this is my parallelogram definition. So I'm just going to put that in there. So that is G. Okay, let's cross that out then. A rhombus is a special parallelogram with all sides equal. Okay, so this is A. So you can see you really need to know these definitions because they can be quite tricky. A trapezium is a quadrilateral, a special rectangle. Okay, so a quadrilateral with one pair of parallel. So you can see it's a little bit tricky, this one. A kite is a quadrilateral with two pairs of adjacent sides that are equal. So that is the kite definition is D. Let's get rid of that. And a trapezium is a quadrilateral with one pair of parallel opposite sides. So this is B. Okay, so then that means a square is a special rectangle with four equal sides and four right angles. So that is E. Okay, let me get rid of all my scribbles here so you can see what we've done. So you can see sometimes go through, do the easiest ones that you can first, because it can be, they're obviously trying to trick you. But yeah, those are the definitions for those quadrilaterals. That is actually the whole test. So I really hope this work through has helped you. Please let me know in the comments if you have any questions or anything else you want me to have a work through.